Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to build like a tiny little jungle hideaway. It's another one of those little places where I like to go fishing. And whilst I was wandering around the jungle, I found this awesome waterfall. And it comes right from the mountaintop and it comes right down into the jungle. So what I did was I blocked it off at one end to create like a pool. And I thought, wouldn't it be lovely to have a little cabin overlooking this waterfall, and we could do a bit of fishing in it. And the jungle's a lovely place. It's got lovely wildlife in it, lots of interesting parrots and panda bears and all sorts of things. And it would appear that we're in a warm climate here because we do have in the water, in the pond at the bottom, some tropical fish. So what I've done here is I've just created a little platform off the ground, so it's sort of a little tree house. Now you'll have to adapt this to the size of the trees that you've got, because obviously every tree is a different distance apart. So all I'm doing is blending the trees in to a little oblong shape, which I'm going to build my cabin in. It's not going to be a huge cabin. All I want is a bed, really, and somewhere to put all my bits and bobs. I'm going to use the jungle wood that I've got so readily available all around me, so that it blends in really well. I'm just going to create planks and things with it. There we go, and we'll use the steps to create the roof. I had a little bit of interest on the corners there. It's quite nice to turn the steps upside down when you're doing a roof, just to create a little bit of more texture around the edges on the first block. Go. This is where I start putting the blocks in the wrong directions. Again, I'm working first person here because there's not a huge amount of room to do third person with the trees and we're in sort of a tight space. So I apologise if I move too fast and you feel a little bit seasick. Here we go. We don't really want to interfere with the wildlife too much. Don't really want to sort of, lose our vines and things too much. There we go. So we'll blend in a little bit here. This is where I get all in it is with the blocks. There we go. Finally. Around again, and we'll try and blend that in on this side. Oh, I actually managed to do it. And we'll come up again. Like I said, it's just a tiny little cabin. We're not making a huge base or anything. I suppose if you wanted to turn it into a base, you could fill in the room underneath where the cabin's standing, or go down underground maybe. But it's just sort of a little tree house cabin really. Just a little hunting or fishing cabin. There we go. And then we'll do the back wall. I've not sped the video up really because I don't want you feeling sick when I'm moving around, because it is quite a tight space. Seem to be having a run of good luck with the steps here. Oops, spoke too soon. Just the centre to fill in, and I'll use some planks. So all your builds are going to be different because your trees are going to be different distances apart and different widths, and your landscape's going to be slightly different. So you might be higher up in a tree, or you may be on the ground, or you may have 4 trees that you're attaching your cabin to. So adapt it to the environment in which you're in. I'm going to put a little deck outside, because that would be quite nice, having some steps going down. I'm going to recess the steps into the deck like this. Oops. I need to put a step in so that I've got something to stick the step to, that's right. Pop those on top and then pop those in front, and I can knock those out behind. There we go. And see, I've got a little bit of room underneath the cabin. You can use that for storage or anything you want, really. You could enclose it and create a room. And then we'll go back to jungle blocks again, jungle planks again to make the walls, so that it all blends in, so it doesn't stand out. It's not stark against the background. Again, the jungle's quite a hot, humid environment. It's not cold in the jungle at all. So I'll not put actual glass in the windows. I'll use trapdoors and I just create a barred window effect. There we go. And again, we'll use the jungle wood to create the trapdoors. We'll put some walls up so as we don't fall off. What I might do, rather than have that there, is I'll put a plant pot there and put a plant on it, because we're not going to walk over there, are we? And I might do the same here too, so that it looks a bit more balanced. There we go. And I love these little pink flowers. They not only are they really vibrant, and obviously they hang upside down, but they create this snow-like effect with this green kind of snow. And anything that creates interest and movement is lovely. Anything aside from the usual block. So I'll decorate a little bit, put some vines up, put some little bushes in. So cover the walls up a little bit. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Just to try to get it to blend in a little bit more than what it is. Try and get the vines to come down over the roof. Work our way around and fill in where we can. There we go. And the vines will keep growing. You can stop the vines from growing if there is a point at which you don't want the vines to grow down. If you don't want them to go down onto the ground, for instance, you can use a piece of string. You can barely see the string. It's very well hidden, but the vines, it will create like a block, if you like, that the vines will stop growing at. put a stopper on the growth. I'm not going to do that here because I want the vines to continue growing down towards the ground to create like an apron around the little cabin. I'm going to put some bamboo in to landscape a little, to fill it all in. And I'll use my bone meal to decide on how tall I want the bamboo, because I want it to be taller at the back and shorter at the front. It's a bit like making a bouquet of flowers, but it's more of a bouquet of bamboo. And it will hide the mountain to the back and just sort of hug the cabin a little bit. And I'll do this on both sides. Bone meal is a brilliant resource for landscaping. I'll pop some melons down as well. Create some more interest, some more texture. Mix things up a little bit. Pop some bamboo in here too. Okay, use the bone meal to make it grow. As you can see, it pushes the grass too if you hit it in the wrong place. Bone meal is brilliant for landscaping. It gives you flowers and a more natural look. Close it a bit more. There we go. That looks better, doesn't it? Right. Now we're going to need a bridge. We're going to need a bridge to walk across. So I'll do it out of the bamboo scaffolding because that will blend into the jungle quite nicely. It's sometimes a bit complicated to use, but I'll pop it in here. Because the fish can swim through it too, they're not blocked by it. There we go. There's our bridge. Blends in quite nicely. And we'll decorate inside the water. Bring some colour in. Some salmon. Something to fish for. And there are some tropical fish. Sort of a little atoll, isn't it? It's like a little aquarium. You see the salmon trying to make it up the waterfall. Right. It's a huge waterfall, huge mountain. We've done a little bit of decorating here. I've put my smoker in because we'll have loads of fish to smoke. Fishing, you can see the salmon down there milling around in the corner, and another one trying to jump up the waterfall. I've popped some frogs in there too, and inside we've got a little sofa, a little bed, table and chairs. Really nice and simple. And I believe there's a panda moved in too. Whether we'll see him, I don't know. Whether he'll show himself. But there's the waterfall. Isn't it fantastic? There's our tropical fish and the salmon trying to make their way up. Thank you everyone for watching. It's been absolutely fabulous having you back. I hope you've enjoyed this little video and you try and build something in the jungle so you can go fishing. Please do like and subscribe, it means the world to me. It'd be lovely to see you all back here soon. And if you can, do leave a comment, it'd be lovely to hear from you. Bye bye.